250C. Now on the gate. Dirty 100 points on the table.
Yeah, this is a double points here. 300 for
the Dirty 100.
For the win, yeah. So
and $1,000 on the line from Flow Racing. We just found that out.
So much.
$1,000 to the winner. 500 for second, 250 for third in every class overall.
That is
from Flow Racing.
That's a lot of cake.
That's a lot of cake.
That's a lot of cake.
All right, 250C riders. So there's our start board. That's how they know. Crank the bikes up, get it ready. Part of our AMA staff, the American Motorcyclist Association.
There's no jitters there. There's Dad with his old T-shirt on.
This is their first time at the ranch.
Yeah, probably the first moto. There was a C-Class earlier today. This could be a second moto of the day for some of these riders. A lot of them are probably on this gate for the first time in their lives, and they're going to learn the full experience of the National Championship right here.
There they go. They
fighting for position. Great start.
Land Rush down there.
Oklahoma Land Rush, and it goes to Eli Wolf out of Vine Grove, Kentucky, a short drive away. And he is right in the mix. The number 34, can he hold on for a full lap? Because here comes 41 other riders, Jason Wygant.
That do not know each other. A lot of the other classes, because they have experience, they've been racing each other for years. Not the case in the C-Class. No one really knows who the favorite is going to be. But right now, Eli Wolf leads to 14 of James Kuhlman. Kuhlman, I believe, was battling for a podium this morning in a different class. Yep. Tyler Cranrod is third. Landon Schweiger, yes, he was up front earlier today in a different class. He is running in fifth on the number 12. Gavin Wilson, 72, is fourth. Here is your battle. Looks like James Kuhlman trying to take the lead away from Eli Wolf into Storyland, the back section of the track.
Here they go.
So
4 or 5 abreast coming through there, guys.
This is one of the hardest classes to get into to begin with. I bet 5,000 kids probably in the C ranks tried to make it down to these 41 riders that are here on track.
And 10,000 gallons of fuel. 4 flat tires.
They drove all over the country.
Whatever it takes.
Multiple regions.
Whatever it takes to get here to Loretta's. It is the 12 of Schweiger who's moved all the way to the front. I thought it was going to be the 14 of Kuhlman. He made the pass on Wolf, but then Schweiger made the pass on him. So good job by the number 12 to take over the lead.
All right, here's some risk reward you want to think about. This jump that your leader just jumped, which is a absolute massive jump. Not a lot of the C riders do it, and sometimes it gets a little sketchy when they land a little short or bounce into the sand. That jump right here, that is a big one.
Full send. He's not playing. He's out front. Schweiger now.
Out of Brentwood, California, the 15-year-old is Schweiger. Looking good, Wes.
Hey, I love it.
I'm talking about him, not you.
No, that's what I was going to say.
Okay.
I was about to go there.
Wear it on.
You must have read my mind.
Man, that's a scary place.
Oh, boy.
That's a horror book right there. Terrible. It's like a Stephen King novel.
All right, Schweiger, Kuhlman, Wolf, Fluharty, Zebro. Now, is that part of the Mickey Fluharty clan, maybe an older brother?
I think he added a Y. We had a Fluhart and a Fluharty.
Yeah, Mickey Fluhart. Yeah.
Watch out for Fluharty, though. Yeah, that 87. He's the 4th rider in the picture, but he might be the fastest of the group.
Yeah,
good battle right now.
We're going to have some lap times coming up. Here they come down at 180, down the long short chute into the 10 Commandments. Will they break any on this one, Kevin Kelly?
Sure hope not, because we'll see it right here on screen. Jason, talk about the rough racetrack. We don't just address the racetrack all day. We leave it rough to challenge these riders. Like your local races, we'll groom it in between motos and such to make it fun and safe, but we want it rough for these guys.
Fluharty makes a move to second. You're absolutely right, Kevin. So watch that 87 making moves. And at the local races, you rarely have every gate full of riders. There's usually a 40 or 42 rider gate, but most classes aren't filled with 42 riders, and they don't race all day every day for a whole week. So there isn't another track out there that gets this rough, at least not for riders at the amateur level. And you got to be smart about which rut you're going into. It could make all the difference than it is right now for Fluharty.
Not only the amount of riders, the amount of laps and the amount of riders. It's just constantly thousands. I mean, if you had a counter per lap, per rider, you're probably talking, I'd be amazed at how many laps.
Well, you got 40 riders doing 10 laps. That's 400 laps a race.
Oh, wow. So times 36 classes. Thousands of laps.
Lots of laps.
What is going on? Kevin going to mathnasium or something like that to prepare for the race.
And that's what does
straight math problem he's got right.
I'm dialed in.
Yep.
That's what does the damage to these racetracks. Those little knobbies are only like 3/4 of an inch tall, and they move all that dirt because it starts out nice and buttery smooth in the morning.
Yeah, there's bumps that you see right there.
Check.
We're not
1, 2, Adam Gordon.
Racing began. Watch for the 47.
Adam. Hello.
Ebro moving toward the front. And this is what you get in this C-Class. Always a battle somewhere. Schweiger's taking off with the lead. Coleman second, but Fluharty and Zebro, and now Lucas Webb on the 57, they're fighting it out.
Well, if you're the number 14 ride, Coleman, and you're diving in behind that Dirty 100 billboard there, you better get on the gas, son, because the freight train is coming behind you. Those guys are going to start barking at you. Coleman, Fluharty, Zebro, Schweiger, you're not safe. Here comes the pack.
And remember, these guys, so we had practice all day yesterday. And these guys have been sitting for most of today to even get your body up to race temperature and get moving. It takes a minute to get acclimated, so they're a little stiff in the opening stages of these motos. It's unique to this sport. You don't just roll right in and pinch hit in baseball like these guys are having to do.
Well, they're thinking about it. The most nervous part of motocross is that staging area. In the half hour or so while you're sitting there waiting for your moto, I'll take the energy right out of you before you even get onto the racetrack. You got Schweiger, the Californian, leading James Coleman from Prosper, Texas. And then Fluharty, we mentioned, making moves on that number 87. So could that be the podium for now? I think we got a long way to go before this one is over.
Schweiger out there running a 2:04. He's 5 seconds faster than Coleman with a 7-second gap. So K-Dub's over there looking. He already knows, like, could this be a factor? It's too early to tell right now. You got to let this thing settle in. It's like the crock pot. Got to put the lid on it. Got to wait till it boils over a little bit, and that's going to be probably about when we see the 2-lap board come out.
Hey, one thing to think about, too, is your leader from California, they don't really get the opportunity to ride ruts. The dirt, the soil is so different. So for this kid to excel right here, he's a good dirt bike rider.
Well, he might have spent some time over on this side. A lot of guys come over here. I mean, Villapoto's been over there at the farm for months over there with his guys. They were out of California over here getting ready to get this thing done.
If you can afford it. Most C riders don't really have that financial backing to come over here for a month before Loretta's and drop thousands of dollars to stay at MTF, but they do. I know they do it, but not all of them.
Evan Witham on the number 11, he is the rider on the move now. It literally is like whoever is in 5th or 6th is the rider that starts making the charge toward those podium spots.
You called it.
Witham,
Look at that lap time.
Witham was a title winner out there at Springading.
Okay.
Yeah, so Witham comes
Moto
in.
Playground events.
Yep, Dirty 100 event, just like this one. And
Witham has some experience.
He's coming.
Yep, it's relative how much of his experience he has, but it's more than some of the other guys, at least racing at the front. A couple other battles to watch here. The 14 of Coleman.
Well, you see Witham with that 205, so he's definitely got speed.
Yeah, that's a couple seconds faster than everyone else.
Can he get it done? Let's look at the gap there.
Going into those 10 commandments.
7.
Side by side is the 47 of Zebro trying to put the pressure on the 14 of Coleman, and here comes Witham.
He's bringing him with him.
He just
not with him.
He made that pass,
but he's bringing it with
check. 1, 2, check.
Leg swag there. What do you say about that, K-Dub? Keep that thing on the peg.
That is next level technique there, man. You just stand up in the middle of the turn with a foot off.
That was a great
Was that
save.
on purpose?
No.
Good way to get that thing hung up in that.
I want to see him do that again.
All right, so these guys, C riders aren't known for a lot of technique. They aren't known for being able to go deep into races. So we are about the length of a normal local race where usually the checker flag's coming out. So they got 7 more minutes to go. So fatigue is definitely coming into play.
But one thing we've learned through the years of C races, it's very rare you see a 1-1-1. I mean, Devin Sullivan, them guys came over from the Northwest back in the 90s, and they were like, schooled everybody. But most C Rider championships are won like with an 8, 4, 1, and a 2.
Sure.
They get lucky 1, and then there's some miscue, or they got to come back. So it's all really interesting here with these C-level guys.
Yeah, consistency is definitely going to be tough, and that's the idea of having the week-long event. If you're going to put this much emphasis on one race, you're trying to give the race as many variables as you can to see who's the best all-around rider. So that's why they're going to race a moto today. They could have tomorrow off. They might come back on Thursday when the weather's totally different, the track is totally different.
All right, K-Dub, I know you're over there observing. We got 6.5 minutes left. With a 208.
You realize he doesn't have a mic, right?
Well, I know. Okay. I'm watching eye contact.
He looks into his eyes. He looks into Kevin Wyndham's eyes.
People at home are like, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
So there's 11-second deficit, running 2 seconds faster, 6 minutes. It could get down to the wire. There's a coin flip. He says this. It's a coin toss.
11-second lead is pretty big on a motocross track for Schweiger, but you're right, the tail of the math. 2 seconds a lot faster for Witham. Now, Kevin Kelly, you've been really sharp. Got
5 laps, man.
dialed.
It would take 5 laps. We only got 5 minutes.
Yeah, not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Won't happen. unless the anchor comes out.
Yeah.
Really bad
Sure.
for our leader.
Absolutely. I mean, if you think about it, if you're watching from home, it's about 95 degrees, about 100% humidity. These are 200-pound motorcycles. They're wearing full gear. It's super hot. And at this point in the race, they are exhausted.
Most of these guys are 14, 15 years old.
Sure.
You know, just finding their legs. The only reason I talk like that is just different scenarios, just to add a little spice to it. You know,
I mean,
something to look at.
a lap rider could totally change this race for sure. It could knock our leader down. He's having to navigate the track, the leaders, or the lappers.
I can't even tell who's the lapper and who's in this battle. We got like 9 motorcycles in the 10 Commandments all at the same time.
All the way through.
They all got their own commandment. Yellow flags are out. Throw those flags out when a rider goes down.
And he's back up and okay. Trying to figure out, that is Tyler Cranrod in 8th. You see the 55 at the head of the snake with this battle here.
Whoa.
How many bikes are in this? Look at this.
What do you
all
do to the head of the snake? You chop it off.
That's a boa constrictor right here as this battle tightens up.
You could be in 8th place or 24th place in that battle. It's still on screen here because there's...
Yeah, and they're getting down. They're all, look at the lap times all the way through 212, 212, 211, 215, all the way down to about 17th or 20th. So those guys, I might say, are in a Pier 6 brawl right now, would you say? Never go down to Pier 1 or 2 because those are the union guys all in suits and stuff.
You don't want anything
when you
to do
go to
with that.
6 are the rough cuts. The rough cuts are on 6.
All right, so that's what we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
It's C-Class. They're going to throw everything they have at it. Like you said, maybe the technique isn't quite as pretty. They're just holding it wide and trying to get to the finish line. Newcomers to this event and trying to make names for themselves right now.
The battles are just everywhere, and we continue.
That was a great line.
That's a snake right there.
He
Those
goes from
bikes are
outside and goes inside and
Yeah.
passes 3 guys.
That's the 77 on screen, and he is in 14th.
And that guy was on the outside gate. We watched the start. 77 was the guy on the outside gate.
That's William Judd. Well, he was 14th. Now he's 10th because of that move.
That move in the sand.
He
went
just
from
passed
outside
4 riders.
in the sand over there.
Yeah, in the sand.
In Woolley.
He's up every bit of real estate.
And that is Lincoln Green on the 17. He's on a green Kawasaki, so well done, Lincoln Green. He's got Ellie Faber right behind him on the 59.
Fabar, that's a world champion. Fabar.
And hey, everybody has different goals. Like, you may come here, I want to be top 20. I just want to make it. I want to win. I want to get a podium. I want to get a whole shot. Yep, and if you want to follow along and learn more, scan that app right there. Grab the Dirty 100 app, and you can learn all the juicy details on every kid that you've never seen race here at Loretta Lynn's.
Yeah, Moto Playground been covering the amateur scene for a long time. First as a magazine, and now they cover it from every other angle you can think of as well.
They put on races. They got the Palm City race as well, Spring-a-Ding.
Spring-a-Ding, and we also got a great camp coming up.
That's
Camp
right.
Boom Diggity will be at Jay Sowen's track.
Love it. Lincoln Trail.
Lincoln Trails.
Very cool.
Got this guy that comes in, the Abe, and he is actually Abe Lincoln.
He looks like Abe Lincoln for sure.
No, he has the book, the baseball, everything.
The baseball. Why would you have an
Abe Lincoln carried a baseball.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Wow.
Oh, I
Ahead
knew
of
he
his
was a
time.
wrestler, but I didn't know that.
It was time.
All right, so scenario: 1 second off, 8 seconds.
He's closing in with them, but not enough. He's not quite with them.
He needs help. He needs to bring somebody with him, or somebody needs to help with him get a better position.
You need help finishing that sentence too, so.
The help he needs might have to come in the second moto. He's, for coming through traffic, that number 11, Evan Witham, second place. That'll put him in championship contention. The way this works with 3 motos, you do the math, all 3 motos together, whoever has the lowest total score is the champ. I think Moto1 is going to be
I think we need an abacus up here, and that's going to settle everything.
Yep.
Like Wes said, though, these classes, there's a lot of parity. So we have seen, like Max Tannenbaum, for instance, he had a 3, a 4, and a 10 and won a championship. So he finished 3rd, 4th, and a 10th. Didn't even know he had even
Sean
won.
Skinner did the same thing. He's like, what do you mean I won? I had a 7, a 2, and like a 9.
So we're not
And that was enough.
You're the winner.
2 laps to go. You just saw the card there. And that's so the riders get the signals from their mechanics. It's generally mom or dad at this point. You see the last times on the track with them. Well, he's not even closing at all now. Schweiker's put the hammer down and has this thing under control. The 14 you're watching is Kuhlman. That is the final podium spot. He's 3rd. Tyler Zebro trying to reel him in from 4th.
Hey, but just like Jeff Cernick said, you're going in with that 2 just as good as a 1. We'll let the dust settle and sort it out in Moto 2, but you got to be pretty pumped carrying a 2 into the next Moto.
Easily could do the job.
K-Dub's
when you
over
have the
there watching.
format.
He's assessing this. I'm watching the eyes on that guy.
Yeah, you're watching, looking deep into his soul.
He's telling me
trying
what
to
I
figure
need
out
to-
everything
Look,
that
here
you
he
need
is.
to know without him even saying it. The great Kevin Wyndham, multi-time champion of this event, will be joining us on the broadcast in a bit. We're watching the number 19, Easton Edgar.
Oh, look out. Could that be the spoiler? No, 457. That's going to be Webb. Got caught in Charlotte's Web on that one. And going to have to get it, pick it up and get after it.
Drops out of the top 10 now in a battle with Lincoln Green. There's Green on that, yes. Green motorcycle.
Green cash, too, if he gets up in there and gets
$1,000 bucks.
Oh, it could be $1,000 in Flow Racing headed to Landon Schweiger. But that's for the overall, for the championship on Saturday, not just for the moto win. So there's going to be pressure on this guy to think about this for the next couple of days.
$1,000.
The number 12 doesn't want to throw it away.
No, do not throw it away.
White flag.
White flag. Now, does that mean surrender? Absolutely not. Sense of urgency for these guys.
That's $63,000 he just whipped up while he was standing up here when you were talking to him.
$63,000 now in payouts from Flow
36
Racing.
classes, is that what we have?
Yeah.
$63,000.
Yeah, but what about the rest of the money that goes through the second and the third place?
No, that is it. That's
the whole
$1,750
purse.
per class times 36.
Unbelievable. Well, huge thanks to everyone at Flow Racing.
K-Dub's like, where were you at when I won 18 motos in a row?
That's right.
Yeah.
That would have been good stuff back then.
He was in college trying to figure out what he was going to do, and now he's able to give back.
Landon Schweiger would fire first to take in some of the big money. Yes, $1,000 to every class champion this week will be given away by Flow Racing. And Evan Witham, second. James Coleman, with a half lap to go, is third. We mentioned Zebro's not too far behind him. So we'll see if he can close the gap and make it a fight for the podium in 250C. What do we got coming up next after this one, boys?
Women's. How about that?
All right, Moto1 of the women's class. That should be an interesting one. There is a professional women's division now that relaunched a couple of years ago. But if you're a professional on the women's side, you're still eligible to come race here at Loretta's. Now, not all of them do, because a lot of the women's on the pro side are racing all around the world in other series. So not all of them are able to run the qualifiers or be available for this weekend, but some are. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see which of the top women racers did still put Loretta's on their schedule.
I did see Jordan Jarvis.
Yep, Jordan Jarvis. I saw her in 25 plus.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, I saw Phil Nicoletti down there, not even broke a sweat.
He did when he cased that triple in the 10 Commandments. That's all, at one point.
Hey, but thou shalt not crash Phil Nicoletti, and he did not.
No, he held on and finished second in a very fun group of ex-professionals.
I talked to him on the phone the other day. He goes, I'm 38 years old, Wes. We start a 30-minute moto, and he goes, and some of these kids, you can't find them at the end. He goes, what is going on with them?
Oh, yeah.
He goes, where are they at? They should be beating me.
You want any of those, we did it a lot tougher back in our days, cliches. Just dial up Phil. He'll have you covered. Checker flag is out. This kid's pretty tough. Landon Schweiger is going to take the moto win.
With true swagger.
Pretty good day. He's been on the box in 2 motos now. That's something you don't see the consistency there for Schweiger. He is figuring it out.
Rider to Brentwood, California, backed by FXR Scott Goggles, Mass Shore Auto Body, and JDS Innovations.
Checker flag continues to fly. We're looking for Evan Whittam and James Coleman to round out our podium.
Great job out there by these competitors.
James is cool, man.
Yeah,
He's
man.
cool.
Cool guy.
He's
Cool man.
James Coolman taking third.
There's
Zebro
Mr.
and
Green.
Edgar. Yeah, and Green just came across. Yep.
Abraham Lincoln Green in the top 6.
Top 10 is now through.
4 scoring 7 positions ago. I got a top 5. Top 10.
There's your Rocky Mountain ATV top 10. 250C Moto 1 is in the books. We're going to get ready in just a moment. They'll send it down to the podium.
We'll give you the replay here thanks to our folks at AMSOIL, presenting sponsor of this Monster Energy Amateur National, in a moment, and show you how Landon Schweiger got it done. Didn't get the whole shot, but he made a bunch of passes in a very short amount of time to get the lead, and then checked out from there, and he actually won this one by 11 seconds, which, as we mentioned, is a very big gap in a motocross race. There he is, already getting the congrats from the family, mechanic, and we're going to give you that AMSOIL rapid replay right here.
Man,
for 12 Schweiger, not a good start. Didn't matter.
Yeah, and for a lot, that's where it all starts and finishes right here. Get through that first turn safely. And he's in the hunt, though. He is close. There's the 34. Grabbed that whole shot. And then Schweiger was right there to capitalize here on the 12. He's in about 4th there now. Finds himself in the number 1 spot. Kind of did it by himself. The whole race, 4 or 5 seconds, was as close as they ever got to him.
He was deep into lap traffic, took off. There's Coleman on the 14 and the 47 of Tyler Zebro. They were close the entire way. In the end, Schweiger takes the win. Evan Witham, he was with him. He ended up finishing second, and Coleman held off Zebro. That is 3rd and 4th Easton Edgar was 5th. In a moment, we'll talk to the top 3 in 250C. Down to the podium. Again, C-Class is for riders new to racing, first year at Loretta Lynn Ranch and the National for any of these athletes. And they're learning a lot of lessons in a short amount of time.
Yeah, some of those guys look so disappointed, but man, it's such an accomplishment just to get top 3. Like, he's probably the fastest dude in a 5-state radius wherever home is for that young man that we're watching here.
Yeah, but at the highest level now, finishing up on the podium and getting a moto medal, that has got to feel good.
Got Gage Brown, got your back right there, so you know you're in good company there. Gage Brown making sure he's cooling down. Fast guys hang out together.
Yeah, Brown won a moto.
He's on
not
TV
that long
again.
ago.
Gage Brown, hey man, cool.
Yeah, there we go.
He's talking to Rick Johnson.
it.
He's talking to Rick Johnson.
Hey,
Hey,
Giving the signal. Yes, thank you.
Give that kid a goldfish, man. He just raced. He's hungry. There you go. Sponsored by Goldfish.
Gage Brown.
Endorsing it. Hey,
Gage
give
Brown,
that kid a deal.
You're
Good
my
job,
hero.
Gage Brown. He won a moto a little bit earlier. We are ready at the podium for two-time champion Sophie Phelps when she is ready. And it is Landon Schweiger going to take the win. And we'll send it to the podium.
Thank you very much, guys. I'm down here with Landon Schweiger. Landon, congratulations on your first place in this first moto. Talk to us about that moto. You're in the C class, so this is your first time at Loretta's, correct?
Yeah, it is.
So tell me about that moto and how you got it done.
I got like a 26 pick. I was all the way inside, got a pretty good start. I was third around like the third turn. Just picked them off and then gained a little lead and then just load my race.
Now, is this actually your first moto or did you have an earlier class?
No, I had an earlier moto this morning.
All right, well, second moto ever here to be a win is pretty great. Who would you like to thank?
My mom, my dad, grandma, grandpa, Mayshore Auto Body, Sarah Biss, Backyard Designs, Twin Air, Mika Metals, FXR, ODI, everyone else, thank you.
Landon Schweiger, everyone, first place here in 250C. And we'll welcome up our second place finisher, Evan Witham. Give it up for him. Evan, that was pretty awesome. Now, if I remember correctly, you came from a little bit further behind. Is that true?
Yeah, I picked 35th gate pick, was pretty far outside. Got a horrible start. I think it was like around 35th probably, but just made my way up through the pack.
And how difficult was that to do on this rough of a track in the afternoon?
It was pretty difficult. The bumps are big, track's difficult, but made it work.
And who would you like to thank for helping you get here?
My mom, my dad, my brother, all my family watching back home, World Moto, my trainer Martine, Ronnie, 606 Factory, the whole Leonard family, Mountainside Power Sports, Valley Home Services, 110 Racing, 60, Scott, Dunlop, ODI, Dirt Care, TJ, and everybody else. Thank you.
That's Evan Witham, everyone. Give it up for him. Second place here in Moto1 of 250C. Now we'll welcome up James Kuhlman. Give it up for him. James, congratulations on that gold medal. Talk to us about your day and how you pulled off that moto.
Sounds good. I got a promo to do during the moto. Once
the second time now today, and started like pretty much very inside. Got probably a top 5 start, and then got to like second in the third corner, and then kind of just chilled out and rode my race.
Well, that sounds like a good plan. You were able to make some pretty quick passes there. What was the secret to that?
Holding it wide.
Sounds like a good plan. And who would you like to thank?
Mom, dad, sister, girlfriend, Shannon Nide, Jake Baumert, Merge, Flow Vision, 60, Fly, Mika, DT1, Sycra, Huxon Brand, Flow Motorsports, Nitro Lubricant, and everybody else. Thank you.
That's James Kuhlman, third place, 250C Moto1. Give it up for him. And back up to you guys in the tower.